Hello, 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 you guys! It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? Um, Thank you all for the love and support. Truly, truly, truly thank you for all the blessings. I truly appreciate everyone that reaches out to me, whether it would be um privately or it will be out in the open. Either way, I love the love. Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. A couple quick things. This reading, I know you're probably like, why is it already here? I'm not the type to really do too many readings where it's pre-shuffled first and then I kind of hit record. Um, this reading in particular, it was like I kept feeling drawn to do a reading where it's just like whoever needs to hear it, here. Like spirit was just like, don't worry about any extended, don't worry about, saying a particular sign or anything like that. Just put it out there and let it be. Just go with it. And as soon as I sat here, I had already like did a pre-meditation and releasing and stuff like that. So as soon as I sat here and I just kind of like listened to which cards to pick up, and I just picked them up. And I was actually kind of clearing. I had laid out some cards for me personally, before, and I was actually clearing up the space. So I was getting ready to do the reading, which is for the next time that I'm supposed to be reading for. And then the cards just started to just come. It was just like I picked up one deck, and then I did it, and it lined up, and then it's like I did the other deck, and then I just kept going with it. I just literally just followed every single deck and every single sequence the way the spirit said to do it. Um, I always do it like that, but normally I have a pre-judgment of what questions, what kind of type of reading, what decks to use before I hit record. This was totally different. This was just decks were just, they're like, grab that one, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, stop, put it down, grab this one. It was just like very routine. I'm trying to explain without confusing you guys, but whatever. um, this reading, I'm very intrigued the way it worked. Because first I started off with the tarot. And then I went through all those cards. I pulled out 9. Then I went with the oracles to clarify them. And then I'm like, you know what? It's missing something. I need one more deck. And I went to go and pull the heart oracle deck, and they're like, no, that's not the deck. And I was like, okay. They're like, go to the messages. And I was like, messages? I'm like, that seems a little weird to do so many for each card. But it was like, when I go through it, it's just funny how it all clicked and resonates, and there is no coincidence. And I don't know. Anyway, I know you guys are done with the talking. Like I said, this is for anyone who feels as if they need it. This is a love reading. Um, this is in regards to a situation of someone just feeling stuck and not knowing what to do in this particular situation. Do you go? Do you stay? Do you open up? Do you close yourself off? Do you, just give it up? Like, what do you do? It's just someone just is stuck. You like the person, you love the person, you have feelings for the person. It's not working out the way you want it, and you're just stuck. Um, so don't worry about whenever you're led to this reading. This is your reading, boo boo. Okay, enough of the talking. So I'm gonna go by each section first, and then I'm gonna see if I feel like I'm gonna pull another deck, pull some cards. So who knows how long this reading is gonna get. But like I said, there's gonna be no extended. We're just gonna pull out whatever we can here and then go from there. Okay. So the first card that came out is actually the Seven of Pentacles. And with this card, what I was getting from the vibe was like, you put in all the hard work, you put in the seeds, you in this particular situation, you have put in the work. You know what I mean? You've already done everything you could do. You've already played your part. You know what I mean? It's like, think of it as a plant. You put in the seed, you put all the soil and everything, you put it in the right spot, you've watered it, you've given it love, and you continuously do that. And at the end of the day, it's got to do its own thing. Do you know what I mean? You got to just let it be. And when I asked to clarify that, I was like, okay, so if you put in the seeds and planted all, and putting this time and effort into the situation, what is it going to come to? And lo and behold, the twin flame card came out. And I was very very like, oh, okay, this is one of those readings, because the twin flame card actually came out as well. Because remember, I told you I went through all the tarot first, then all the oracle, and then all the twin flame messages. So this would, at this point when this card had came out, it was like, okay, now this is the second one that's on the spread. So with the twin flame card, I was like, okay, so you put in the seeds, you put in this. If you're not a type of person that believes in twin flame, think of it as just this really deep spiritual connective bond you have with this person. It's just like, you don't know, sometimes you don't even know why, but it's there. But it is such a deep bond. And then when it got clarified by the messages of what this person feels about a situation, because all these cards, anytime I'm using these cards, it's always about what that person is thinking in their mind space. Whereas the other cards in the deck is kind of like what's going on and where is it going to go next. Because the tarot, I wanted to go like, what's going on? And then the oracle card, the second card, is like, okay, what's going next? What's going to come out of this? What's next? And then every card with the rose is pretty much going to be on the person's mind space. So what we have here is no other compares to you. So yes, it sucks to hear, that you have to wait, that you already done everything you can do. Even though it feel like whoever this is, it's an energy of you're like, I don't believe you. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. If I've done all the seeds and whatever, why is it not panning out the way it's supposed to? And then that's where it comes into the next type of energy. What's happening with this person is there is something from the past that's holding them back. We have the Five of Cups, old wounds. This is a person that's going through something, I don't want to say it's traumatic. It's just something. It's nothing you don't understand. They haven't explained it to you, first off. You don't fully know what it is, but you know there's something. It's like, when there's an elephant in the room and you're like, okay, what's the elephant? What's going on? But there's an elephant in the room, boo-boo. And that's what this old wounds is. So this is what's holding this particular person back. And then the next card we have here, I want to also mention, but I really like the fact of there is one candle there. And it's like that one little bit of hope. You ever ask for, like, I just want a sign to know I'm doing the right thing, I'm going down the right path, and it's just like, bam, there it is. It's that candle. That person is holding on to the one light, and you're part of that light. You're part of the reason, even though this person may not communicate that to you. They may say one or two things here and there, but they haven't really communicated exactly what you do for their life. And it's like you give them that hope. It's so cute. It's so cute. So we have here, the next card was the fifth dimension. So when I was just like, okay, well, what's going on? What's next? And this fifth dimension card came out. I was like, okay, so this person is going through a leveling up stage. Now, you may be dealing with someone that's on a spiritual practice. If not, then it's just someone that is trying to get to the next level. It's like, they've gotten to the point in their life and they're like, what's next? Why am I here? What am I going towards? What's my morals? What is it that I actually will wake up every single day and be like, yeah, that's my thing. That's what I do. It's about finding themselves with the universe, with God, with whoever they believe in. It's a whole next dimension. And then what we have clarifying from their head pretty much is something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what it is. And I love it. Because it just goes to show you, it's just like this person has these old wounds. They have this little negative kind of energy that's kind of keeping them in this sad. They're holding on to the light that they have, and they're just like, I know there's something missing. I'm just trying to figure out, how do I figure out what is really missing for me? Where do I go from here? And the next card we have here is the Knight of Swords. Decisive action. And with this card, I was like, okay, so there's gonna be some movement, there's gonna be some conversations, there's gonna be some communication, and there's definitely going to be, it's like the stagnant energy is gonna come out. It's not gonna come I don't feel like it's going. I know this card is normally like a rushing in kind of card. It's very but it just feels like it's like I feel like they're gonna come in, but they're gonna come back out, but they're gonna come back in. But when they first come back, it's like you're gonna think they're gonna stay, but it's no. It's like they come, they spread a little something, whatever. They say something, they talk it out, they tell you something, and then it's kind of like they kind of explain why they've been kind of MIA or not really around. They they explain something, but it's not like it's over when they come back. So when this person does return, when they're at this stage, just know it's just to give you some clarity, just for you to kind of, in a sense, not leave. It's like, hey, boo boo, you're my boo thing. I just gotta deal with some stuff, so don't go anywhere. Sit tight. They're not gonna say it like that, but it's like that type of energy I'm getting from there. And then we have the divine timing card. So it's just a matter of time. It, this whole connection, this whole situation, just a matter of time. And just now I saw 11:11 on the clock, and I swear to God, it felt like it paused just a moment ago. So 11:11 into numerology, I'd say take the time to research it. But for me as a reader, ones is about your intuition, and it's basically spirit is encouraging you to keep following your spiritual guides. Understand that you are on the right path. You just have to listen to your gut and your heart. It's always going to lead you down the right path. It's your ego and your pride that tells you, oh, you need to have this now, or why isn't this working out, or they're probably with someone else, or they're doing this or they're doing that. That's your ego and pride telling you. What does your heart and your gut, how do you feel? What is really true there? Listen. You have to take the time to listen. And I mean like tapping into yourself and listening. Because ain't nobody else that can tell you the true story of the matter but yourself, to be honest. We have here, being apart has been life changing for me. So like I said, this person, they do go through a lot of information in their head, a lot of different things when it comes to the matters of you. But it's just like this person just can't bring what you want at this moment. It's just not the right timing for them. It's like you've unlocked that they need to work on something, but they don't know what the something is. They're still trying to grasp that. Okay, the next set of cards that came out is the Divine Feminine. I was like, okay, so it's also the three. Now, I feel as if that this person is going through a period where they're going through their mind, body, and soul, their spiritual connection. They're building their mind to the state that it needs to be. They're building their body to the state that it should be. Like they're going through a big transformation. They are changing. They're molding differently. Okay, and what I also feel from this Empress card is that they feel like you different. Okay, boo boo. Like you ain't like the others. Like remember over here when it says no one compares to you? Damn straight. With this card coming out is just restating and clarifying that card again, that you're something special. And because that you're so special, it's like they don't want to fuck it up. Excuse my language. They don't want to mess up this situation because they see how divine you are. And it's just like, it's pretty much like in their head, like, I have to come correct. Before I can come to them, I have to come correct. I really have to definitely think things through. Figure out my life. What's my next steps? I feel as if this person has been coasting through life and thinking that they've been good, and then all of a sudden you came and it's like, whoa, shit, I'm far off my game. Okay, communication has come out once again. So like I was saying over here, this person's gonna come in and they're gonna come bam, and they're gonna come fast when they come in. But like I said, I didn't feel a sense of them staying in that energy. I feel like them coming back out. But when they come in, they're gonna come in with some communication, and they're gonna explain things. Because the next card we have here clarifying is, I just saw triple fours on the clock. Okay, fours for me is about protection. Okay, it's about the universe and your spirit guides guarding you, protecting you, even though you may not feel as if they're there. Okay. It's what they ask for you to do is to pay attention to your thoughts, understand that the environment that you are surrounding yourself in is having a huge effect on you. There is something when you get sad about this situation between the two of you guys, it's something that has happened in your environment that triggered you. And then your ego came in and says, well, he ain't nothing or she ain't nothing or why with someone else, like da 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 da, like boo, sit down in the corner. Like that negative mindset that tells you all these things and paints these pictures. It doesn't even have to sometimes be your mindset. It could be easily a friend, a family member, just something in your environment triggers you more in the situations. Like you're good, you're good, you're good, and then something will bring up the situation. Then you see the lack of where this connection isn't where you want it to be. Then it's like ego and pride telling you like leave, they ain't nothing, they ain't worth it, but your heart and your gut saying like nah yo, they're different, there's something there between us. I know it. Like I'm not wrong this time. Like I'm not wrong. I know it. Okay? It's ego and pride, boo boo. It's ego and pride. Anywho, back to these cards. So, I feel safer in the silence, okay? They're gonna explain, like I said, they're gonna come in, they're gonna explain what's been going on with them briefly. They're not gonna go and tell you the whole book. It's like a trailer. When it comes to a movie, you see the trailer. They don't show you everything. Well, at least I hope they don't, because it ruined the movie. But I hate when they do that, don't you? Okay, anyways. Sometimes Shine gets a little distracted. Anywho, uh, when it comes to a movie and there's a trailer, you watch the trailer. You get a little bit of a taste of the movie, and then you go and you watch the movie. It's the same thing what this person's gonna do. It's like they're gonna come in, just tell you briefly about what's kind of going on, just a couple little points, keep you still interested in wanting to watch the movie, but you still gotta wait till the movie comes out. And it's the same thing with this person. You still gotta wait till this person gets past the situation and becomes. And then when you go and give that movie a 5 star. Okay. I don't say wait for anyone, but there's just something about this particular person. I can feel that you're not really waiting. It's inevitable. You'll see as we continue on. You'll see. So, the next card, like I was saying before, is the Lovers, okay? And it is the twin flame card in this deck. Okay, so that's 2 times you got here. That's twin flame, 2 different decks, 2 different ways. It coming out. So, like I said, you feel it. You have a connection with this person. It is not like no other. It is definitely different. It's definitely spiritual. It's definitely you guys are connected, and that's why you're holding on is because of what you guys have. And it's beautiful what you guys have. When you guys are together, you're all over each other. It's like, can you get a room? It's almost like, y'all, do you not realize where you guys are and like what you're doing? Like, nobody wants to see that. I'm just messing, guys. Like messing, but not fully messing. Y'all need to get a room, okay? Thank you. So next card coming out is a winter card. Okay. Now, when I'm currently doing this, it is, I guess spring. So in about anywhere from 2 more seasons. No, they're saying 3. So they're saying anywhere from like 3 seasons to 3 months to 3 weeks to 3 days to 333. Something about 3 is definitely coming up. Now I do want to say for the reading that I just posted for Geminis, um with the Lovers card being here, you could be dealing with Gemini or maybe just a fellow air sign. But for the Gemini reading, 3s came up a lot in that particular reading. I was very drawn to the 3 over here with the Empress card, but I let it go. But there is a little bit of some numerology going on here, because even over here we had the 2 5s, the 55. So we have the Five of Cups, and then we have the fifth dimension. So you do have some numerology showing up. So there's also 55, like I said, over here, okay? But if you want to take a look at the Gemini reading, I feel as if that whoever you're connecting with is whatever, even though they may not be a Gemini, it's the message. It's the message in that reading. And I don't believe in coincidences, really. Honestly, everything happens for a reason. So I do feel as if whoever you're connecting with, it's like in the Gemini reading, it's going to explain what this person is going through, because I really do feel like it's connected. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're dealing with Gemini. The reading is called Blessings, Blessings, Blessings. It's literally the last Gemini posting I did. If you want to know more about what this person is going through, I say check out that reading. Just saying. So like I said, something about 3 is significant in regards to this particular situation. The card here we have is saying, I'm not the same person that you remember. And I don't know if you remember what I was saying before, that this person is going to come in and come out, but it's like when they go through this period, the situation, they are going to be different. They really are going to be a different person that you're going to be like, huh? Like, is that you? Like, it's not in a bad way, in a good way, but it's almost like, pinch me. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? You know what I mean? But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So, yay! So we have here the next cards, is the Fool card. And I love it because this is about taking a leap of faith, taking, surrendering, just jumping and going. And then right after, the Return card. I mean, taking a leap of faith, return. And like, look, they have their hand out like this, like, come, baby love. You know what I mean? Like this person, like I said, they're gonna come back. They're gonna come. They're gonna say some ish, keep you content in a certain situation, and leave again, and then they're gonna come, and they're gonna come back. Like after they come back after this time, I don't feel like they're gonna leave. After this point, it's just like this point where when they get to this point, yes, when they come in, they explain some shit, deuces, okay, and not in a rude way, not personal, nothing. They're gonna come, they're gonna go, because it's not the right time, but they have to explain some things. They just have to. But then over here, when they come, this is when they stay little put. Okay, we have here, I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. Like, I really love how these cards, I honestly, I questioned Spirit. I was just like, how in the who is these cards gonna work out for this much? But hey, don't question things. Moral of the story, do not question things. Okay, they definitely showed me. I always, I swear, when I sit here, I have to just hit record and then just cut it out later on, because I feel like there's gonna be people like, she set up these cards and da da da. I really did it, but anywho, if you don't believe me, then don't be on my channel. Anyways, we have here the next card is the Seven of Swords. I was like, okay, that's a little darkish, going on here, but even though this card is about deception and strategy, what I like that came out afterwards is the fact of the fresh start. And what I was feeling, and look at the contrast about that dark light, the light. What I liked about this is the fact that it was like when I got clarified, I just heard like the deception is going to be clear. It's like all these things that the ego and the pride was telling you. It's just like it's going to be made clear. The fresh start's going to happen. The seed, and look at the plant. I didn't even realize that. It's like the seeds that you planted. Remember over here that you planted. It's growing, boo boo. It's growing. It's growing. We have here the next card saying, your intensity frightens me and allures me at the same time. So you make this person have all kinds of emotions. I'm telling you, all kinds of emotions. And it's cutesy wootsy, but it's just like, sometimes just like, they're like, damn, you powerful and fine, and sometimes like, damn, you really powerful and fine. It's like they go back and forth. They put you on a pedestal. Not that you asked to be on a pedestal, it's just you're so fabulous and divine that it's just like they can't help it. They just see you as this beautiful star in their eyes. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. We have here the next card is justice, so contract. So and 11 as well. So definitely there is going to be justice in a situation. It is going to work out. As you can see, it's taking some time. Okay, especially if it is 3 months. For those of you, 3 months is 90 days. But hey, you can like pick up a hobby in 90 days, and then before you know it, you won't even think about them. When they come in, it's like bam, and then you're like, oh shoot, you were gone. Oh, I didn't even notice. Lies you tell, lies. You be thinking about them. Anyways, um, I told you so. Trying to get distracted, but so we have here soul contract. Like I said, things are gonna work out. Definitely, but until then, this person is in regret. They're feeling the pain. They're feeling that sadness. They are in a spot where they can't come to you. It's just like they don't want you to see them like that. And in their head, it's better to stay away. It's better to give only minimum messages if they are messaging you. It's just like very emotionless because they can't be emotional. And if they are emotional, you'll see them and they don't want you to see them as weak because they see you as such a high vibrational divine person. Okay, they really do put you on a pedestal. Okay, and I'm not saying that this person is like a piece of shit or anything. Like, no, they're dope themselves. It's just they're going through something, and it's just like they can't have certain people around them. It's just like it's they need to have the time away from them. Actually, one of the cards that did come out when I was packing away was this from this deck was actually the Hermit card. The Virgo card, and that card is about taking the time, just locking yourself off from everything and just really tapping in and going in deep and just getting one with yourself, one with the universe, just one. Okay, just one. I'm telling you, I really feel like you should watch the Gemini reading. Like, I don't care what the hell sign you are, what the hell sign that person is, just watch it. And honestly, I really feel like it's going to help. Actually, anyone that's been resonating so far with this reading, if you watch the Gemini reading, it's gonna just give you more insight about this person. Because in that reading, I remember I remember going like this. It's just like union, like one with themselves. There was just something about it. It was amazing reading. Actually, I felt like I was like high up. You ever had candy a lot and then you get high and you're like hyper? Where you had like a lot of pop or something like that. Like it was such a phenomenal energy and it was such a beautiful reading. Um, but yeah, I really don't think that. I really think that reading is for other people, not only just Geminis. And remember, if you know anything about astrology and you know about the planet alignments and everything, you know that there is other signs that are in your chart, depending on your natal chart, depending on when you were born. Basically, there's a screenshot that's done of the entire, planet alignment, and then it shows you for each 12 houses that you have, for each house, what zodiac sign is in that spot. So everyone does have like air in their chart and their energy. But I really feel as if you're resonating with this reading, your partner, you want some more insight, watch the Gemini reading. Continued. So with the Justice, like I said, they're in regret. We have here, I'm a better person because of you. I was explaining to you before that when you came in, it kind of hit this person off their course, and they're like, oh shit, I got some shit to do. I got some stuff to do. Oh, damn, be damn, be damn. I gotta work on some things. But it's just like they don't know where. They don't know, do I step right? Do I step left? Do I go forward? Do I stay? Do I go back? Like, what? So they got in a stuck energy, and that's why they have so much regret too, because they're so used to being the one on the high horse and knowing the answers and doing all these things, and then you came in with your badass self and all divine and ish, and then they're like, shit. It's almost like, you know, you could think you're like the smartest person in the room, then all of a sudden there's a guy over there that knows more than you, and you're like, I'll be damned. I guess I ain't know anything. And it's just it's not that I want to explain something. Both parties do have something to bring to this table, but this person knows that they're operating at 50% and they can operate at 100. And because you have shown that you can get to 60, 90, and you keep doing, you keep progressing and going, and then they get stagnant, they're like, oh shit, I'm falling off again. I need to pick myself back up. But it's like, how do I do it? How, it's like every time they do it, like it's like something pulls them down, and it's just like they get trapped in. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, okay? Like when I tap into their headspace and energy, my head starts to hurt. I don't know if you keep seeing my hands being taken off the camera because I keep fidgeting with my hair, because it's just like I just feel the heaviness in their headspace. They're very caught in their head a lot. So we have here the next cards is we have here the 10 of Cups. I have to charge. Sorry. I have to plug in my charger before the laptop dies. So what we have here with the 10, so sorry if I'm hitting the camera a bit. So we have here with the 10 of Cups card, which is very beautiful to be the last, technically the last card that came out from the deck. And remember, I kept saying, like, you know, what's gonna happen in a situation? Where is this gonna go? What's going on between these two people? And the 10 of Cups came out, and it's just like, okay. Da, da, da. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this person's in a wedding dress, okay? Like, they just got married. Like, it's just, and as you can see as the cards go on, the family card came out as well. Balancing the scales came out, and then also we have pride and ego. So I really just feel as if that, like, when things are going to be balanced out is because this person finally realizes that you are what they've been looking for, and they tell their pride and their ego to kind of just sit down in the corner. They really realize it. It's just like, damn, my pride and my ego has been keeping me trapped. I do want this family, in love with this person. Shit balances out, running off into the sunset. Okay, like that's the way that the cards kind of like just came out. The other two cards that we have here is your words linger in my mind. Like I said, this person thinks about you heavily. I do feel a lot of air, but like I said, it's just a person that's really caught up in their head. So it doesn't necessarily have to be. But if you want to go through signs, we have like I said, Gemini over here with the Lovers card. We have Libra here with the Justice card, and that's literally the only two. Is there any other ones? Yeah, that's the only two signs that actually came out for major arcana cards. Everything else is pretty much just the regular tarot. But like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be that. But I do feel a lot of air. So funny enough that it is a Libra and it is a Gemini, two air signs. So very interesting. And the next reading that I was going to do is actually Libra. So and the last reading that I did was Gemini, I believe. So it just feels a lot of air. Air. I feel like I'm all over the place. Like, this is not the usual way I do my readings. It just doesn't feel like the usual structured Virgo reading. It's just this person, it's like they're fidgety, they don't know what to do. They're just like, they're really in this space of just like, I think they must do but they can't do, but they must do but they can't do, and they don't know, and then they get frustrated, and then they try to drown it out with other things, and it only does it temporarily. It's just, there's just so much that needs to be resolved in this person's headspace. Jeez, we're already at 35 minutes. I think this is going to be turning out to be probably my longest recording ever. I don't think I've gone past this amount of time. The last card I didn't read was, I just have to do something else right now. Please try to understand. And I feel as if that, like, when they come in with this communication, that's what they're gonna say to you. And it's just like, when they come back correct, it's like you're going to finally understand that, oh, you really did need to do that stuff. It's like, okay, it all makes sense now. It's like it all comes to like a completion. It all comes to one. Now, for those of you that are watching, so if this is not you that's dealing with this and this is your partner in a situation dealing with it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see what advice Spirit wants to provide to you. Wow, already. So we got here one again. And with this card, it's such a pretty card. I love how it has new vitality, and it's like, I love how it has all the rainbowy colors, and look, matches my nail polish. Anyways, so with this card, I just feel abundance, 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 abundance. And I was telling a friend of mine recently that when you because she was going through a situation with her partner, and I was telling her that a good practice that I heard to do, and I've done it myself and seen the benefits of it, is instead of focusing on the lack thereof in a certain situation you have with a particular person, focus on the positive things. Like, example, you want this person to text you. You would say, oh, I love it when blank texts me. I love it when blank has attention on me. I love it when me and blank are laughing on the phone until our belly hurts and on the floor, like, dying of laughter. Like, just putting the positivity out there. And then you'll see it actually comes in. Like, I've tested it. I remember one time I was told to do like a surrender or something, like releasing some old and negative stuff. And I did. And I released it. And then after I did that, after I got rid of whatever negative ego, pride, Nancy stuff was caught in my head, whenever I released it, and then I went into, you know what, I love it when this person messages me or texts me or whatever. And they called. And like, I picked up the phone and I was like, hello? And then they're like, hey. And I was just like, and they could hear it, like, the person reads me like a book, but they heard that I was just like confused, and I'm like I almost was just like, is that you? Like, is this really you? Like, this is not a dream? And they called me silly and whatnot, but they didn't know what had just occurred for me. Like, I just went through the practice, I just did it, and it was the first time I did it. And then I came out and I was just like, huh, well, that's interesting. So understand that when you focus on the positivity, more positive comes into you, and it's best to always think of the good times when it comes to a person in a situation. Focus on the good. So funny this card wanted to come out. I kept feeling this card. Like, I kept being drawn to this card when the deck was over here. It's the Just Breathe card, and it's about this card about, like, taking the time to just step back and just really collect your thoughts and get the answers from Spirit. And then you also have here at the bottom of the deck is the Fool card, which is trust in this particular deck. But it's the Fool card, literally. So it's 2 times the Fool card came out. But no, I swear to you, this card, it just flashed. I don't know if you saw it. And then it went back in the deck, and I was like, no, I saw you. And my thing is, if I see you, you're coming out. I just feel a sense of, like, it's like you have to trust in divine in order to make it through this situation. If you don't have trust, if you don't have faith, then you're gonna go crazy in your mind. It's just like things are just not gonna work out. I don't know, the cards keep flashing and then going back. Refusing to see. Okay? You have to be able and open to seeing the signs, or else you're gonna lead yourself down the wrong path. We have here nurturing. Empress card again. 3 again. Okay? Just understand that when you long for a person, is because there's something in your life that you feel that if they come into your life, they will bring you that happiness and fill that void. It may not be that straightforward of you thinking it that way, but understand that in this situation, the best thing that you can do for yourself is find a way to have that void already filled before this person comes. Because what happens is when you allow another person to fill a void, fill that hole that's inside of you, what happens, boo, is then when that person isn't around, that hole is empty. And when they are around, they fill the hole. And then what happens is you have now given your power away to a person because now they have the power to make you happy or to make you sad. And no one should have a power over you. You should have a power yourself. So no matter what this person is going through, when you feel down and you feel stuck, understand that you should get yourself out of vibration, find something that brings you joy and brings you happiness, and go through with that. And really find you. Use this opportunity to find another part of you. Focus on your hobbies, focus on things about you. And the more that you get yourself in a loving vibrational mindset, energy, I always talk about how it vibrates back out. And when you are in the frequency of love, automatically the universe starts throwing that at you. And when you're connected with a person, when you vibrate like that, it goes to them too. It actually sends them healing and loving light. And there's many ways you can do that. I've done it. There's practices and stuff on YouTube. You can research and stuff. Whatever floats your boat if you don't know how to do it. But you can send loving and healing light to another person. And it can help them along their journey. Now, don't do it because you're trying to rush so they can come back and you can have them. Do it without any expectations. When you have expectations, then you're opening yourself up to failure and to disappointment. Because when a person doesn't pan out to your expectations, then you're going to get sad, you're going to get miserable, you're going to get frustrated, and you're just going to want to quit and let it go. Understand that whatever is meant to be in this divine timing with this person, because I do feel like y'all counterparts, I do feel like whoever's resonating, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but whoever this is, you're going to be with this person. It's just not in the time that you're thinking. It's another time. But it's going to happen. Okay. Understand that nurturing yourself and loving yourself is the best thing that you can do. Let this person be free. They will come back. Okay. And I don't say wait on anyone. And understand that by you focusing on you and clearing your energy and getting yourself in a higher vibration, then understand that that's not you waiting for someone. That is you healing and leveling yourself up. That so divine, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, can bring forth who it is that you desire. Because at the end of the day, you got to be the matching vibration. Understand that if this person isn't in your life, you aren't having the love that you want. That means there is something that is in your vibrational energy that is blocking you. And I don't mean no tea and no shade, no nothing. We've all been there. We've all done that. We all had our situations. Anytime you get angry or anything that someone says, just check your ego, check your pride, put it aside and really listen and really heal and go in and tap into this energy, because there's so much love in us all and there's so much love around us. And I know that there's a lot of information that goes through on these readings, and sometimes it can be confusing. Sometimes people don't understand what tarot is or oracle is, and they don't believe it, and they're hoping, and they try to fit stories in a particular situation in a reading, and it's not even what it is. And guilty. I have done it. I have had times where, like, I remember this one time. Clearly, it's gonna be an hour again. I remember this one time where I'm watching this person stand in front of me saying word for word for a reading that I watched. And I'm just baffled because I thought it was someone else. Like, I was like, okay, A gonna come in. This is what she said in the reading, or this is what he said in the reading, and da 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 da. And A gonna come, and they're gonna come around this time, and blah blah blah, bam. And when it was B, I was like, well, I'll be damned. This is what they always say: do not fit it. Okay, what is meant to be will be. And in that moment, I did not know what to say, because I was just like, I knew everything this person was gonna say before they said the word. It was like I was following along, and I was just like, what? And then it was like, once they had said it, it all trickled down from everything else I heard, and I was like, oh my God, it was B the whole time. I thought it was A, and it was because I was so focused on it being A and wanting it to be A and it to work out for with A person and da 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 da, that I was so blinded and I couldn't see that it was B. I didn't want to say names, so I got A person, I got B person, but um, that was a huge lesson for me, especially with me being a reader. It was such a huge lesson for me. It was um, it was amazing to really go through that. But what I'm really trying to explain to you is just, we can get so caught up in trying to learn the future, trying to know these things, and sometimes it can steer us down the wrong path. And the best thing you can do is just be there for yourself. The last card that I actually forgot to say was this one. And I put it there so I could see it. And I totally forgot. Anyways, it says, I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. And it was the last card at the bottom of the deck. And it was the last one that got pulled out. And it's like, once this whole situation is over, it's like this person is just like, okay, I know what to do. I'm going towards my person. And it's such a beautiful thing, because when they come through, it's just like, you guys are going to be totally different. People are going to be turning their heads when they see you. Like, it's going to be so phenomenal. And I know it's going to be a little while when this happens, but hopefully you remember the sunshine and you come back, write some comments, and tell me all about it. Um, I hope you guys were okay with this reading. I hope you didn't mind that there wasn't much shuffling and whatnot. If you guys actually prefer readings like this, let me know in the comments. I just wanted to be as real as possible, no filter, no nothing. As you heard, I was all over the place with this reading, but I really just wanted a raw, straight to the point, whatever happens type of reading. Bring it to whoever needs it, that's dealing with the situation, someone that just is looking for clarity in the current situation they're dealing with when it comes to a partner. And we're gonna leave it at that. One last thing, because clearly I can't leave it at that. I did want to say an ending message from something that I did hear from a video that I was watching. If you don't want to hear the message, it's fine. You can click now. Thanks for coming. But those of you who want to say, the message I want to say is, listen. I know, like I was saying before, we go through a lot of information in these readings. But me personally, I always pray that there's something that you get out of it, even if it's not the whole reading. That there's that there's like one sentence or a couple of words, or just maybe the beginning or just the ending, just something that really helps you on your path and on your journey. It's the reason why I do what I do. And it really, like, I always pray. Before my readings, all my readings. I always pray, and I always ask for spirit to make sure that they only bring people to me that I can help. I don't want any and everyone to come to me. I only want people that I can help on their journey to come to me, because I don't want anyone to have any false hope. I don't want anyone to be discouraged. I want people to get the clarity that they've been looking for. I know what it's like to be stuck and not knowing what to do and where to go and not having anyone, and I want to be that. So I always pray and I always hope that I can do that. And I'm so honored and so humbled when people reach out and they tell me how much I've helped them, how much I've given them clarity. And it's such a beautiful thing, because it continues to encourage me to keep doing this. I love encouraging you guys on any form, any way. Just, I love it. Like even right now, there's a person that's commenting. Sorry, I don't remember the name, but it's one person that keeps commenting, that just keeps saying, "I love it, I love it, I love it," and it's so sweet because it's just the support, and it really helps, especially in those times when you're going through things. Just remember that I hope this reading is going to help you some way, somehow. It's going to remind you of something. It's going to help you shed some light. It's going to give you hope and understand that you can live the life of your dreams. It's possible because love is all around us, love is always in us. You just have to find the light. Okay. I think I've done enough. It's your girl, Sunshine. Until next time, guys. Deuces.